Good morning. It's a beautiful morning it is. Hi, I'm Yolanda Hinton, host of FYI Morning Show Live. And first of all, I want to welcome you all, our viewers, our listeners, Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. I haven't forgot about you, TikTok. Look, make sure you all like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channels. As a matter of fact, go to YouTube. The newest channel is FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton. And you can always go to Cristo Records One over there on YouTube. That's Cristo Records One. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, follow me, and I promise I will follow you back. Look, you all are already up here and popping. I see my friend Ferg, who was on the show with us recently. He's a comedian near and far. Look, CNN, good morning. You always pop up on me. You all need to contact me so you can, get with the girl. Also, King's daughter, how are you? Good to see you all on TikTok. You all are looking good, fabulous. In a little while, I'll be shouting out Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter and all you other folk later on in the show. Let me mention our sponsors real quick. I would love for you all to go over to Bulvic Academy, Bulvic. That's www.bulvicacademy.com. You're going to see a lot of great things for the family, for the school, students. It's an anti-bullying initiative, books, games, blogs, all kind of things over there. Let them know that you heard about them on FYI Morning Show Live. Also, beergods.com. Don't forget. Go to www.beergods.com and check out all the great items there. I hope you all went there for Father's Day. That was a great time to get over there to that website and get some things for your pops, for your uncle, for your boo, or whoever, and help them to look their best by buying products from this company, beardgods.com. So this is Hump Day Wednesday. I tell you what, I am so glad it's the middle of the week. You all should be up and popping, not dragging. This is it. It's a beautiful day here in the Hampton Roads area. We had so much rain these last 2 days, but it was well welcomed. I'm very glad to see the rain as well as the sun. The other day it was hot as Hades almost, but we survived, and it's a little cooler this week. We can expect a little more warm as the week goes, a little more humidity, but nevertheless, it's summer. And I tell you what, that's what the summer is all about. I tell you what, I don't want to delay the time because I have a fabulous guest here with me. This is FYI's special segment, Men in Business. And who is with me? None other than entrepreneur, businessman, Mike Soulful Brooks. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing fine. Look, you looking good, sounding good, and you about your business doing some great things. Uh,
That's you.
you all and all as always. But look, Mike, tell us a little bit about where you're from. That folk that don't know where you're from, a lot of people know you. You've been doing a lot of things for quite some time. But introduce yourself and where you're from.
All right, cool. Mike Brooks, and I'm from Chesapeake, Virginia. I grew up in the Deep Creek area. I know what they call you up here. They call you Miss
Lady.
Hinton.
They say the lady. You can
The
call me
lady. I know the
Yolanda.
lady. I call her Miss Hinton. I know
Yes.
the lady for since I was in middle school, and I'm a teacher out in Chesapeake over at Jolliffe, and I just try to do things to make the world a better place, to bring people peace, bring people together, and just something for us, to uplift.
Absolutely. You've been doing that for quite some time, Mike. I wanted to ask you first before we start talking about your new business, your new adventure, about
Okay.
Father's Day. How did you enjoy that, especially, celebrating with a young man now? I remember when Ali was born, little baby, to see him now just as tall as his dad and going forth, graduated and everything. Tell us a little bit about your journey as a father.
Father's Day is always special to me. even more special now that, since I lost my father during COVID a few years back. But it's just good to see the love that my family and friends and loved ones pour into me on that holiday. And um I feel like I need to do something to bring more recognition to it, actually. But I'll stay on a positive note. Um, Father's Day was good. I went to church, of course, just to bring it in. My son joined me there, my mom, and then from there, my family just spoiled me, man. They
Yes.
they, they cooked brunch for me. Then we hang out, had some conversations, looked over some old pictures. I got a great niece and nephew who, energized the family now, so we watched them run around, and then took a nap, woke up, and I had dinner ready for me. So um, it's just all about the family environment, and it's just good to see that my family has always been so supportive of whatever I do, um,
Yeah.
and that's just a good feeling.
Yeah, you all are definitely a tight knit family, and it is wonderful. And I love to see you interact with your mom. I just something about that that just really
Don't you?
reminds me of me and Chris. But mothers are beloved by their sons. Period. Period. And to see you all interact is definitely a joy. Let's talk about your past business before we get to the new business, because Mike, along with seeing you grow up and graduate from high school and move on to college and things like that, I've seen you when you have started businesses and established businesses. I remember when you were doing grand openings for the clubs and things like that. It was absolutely fabulous. Tell us about your beginnings.
So my beginning it started with your son and a few of my other friends from high school, Nice and Kenny and all Coach John, all us used to throw parties in the you know when the parents was out of town, so they would come to my house and throw parties.
Yes.
Yeah. But that grew into you grow up and you meet a new group of friends, and I met some friends who were doing the same, kind of doing the same thing, having house parties. And we got into, hey, who throw the best house party? Then we got into, hey, let's do it together. Then we got into, let's make some money with it. So that business is Soulful Entertainment, and I call it a business, but it's more like a brotherhood. Like I said, we made a lot of money over the years,
Yes.
and I think and I just want to staple this to piggyback on that. All the people I named, the ones who have kids, we're all great fathers. That's something that we're proud of. We all take care of our kids. Like we all live and carry like strong enough to be single dads. Have
Yes.
great mothers in their lives, but like we take care of our kids. So that's something that me and my friends like to hang our hat on. So happy Father's Day to all of them. If I didn't get a chance to talk to them, but back to
Mhm.
Soul for Entertainment, like it's more like a brotherhood, a group of friends who got together, and we bought a lot of businesses around here a lot of money, like on the promotion tip. Like we've seen a lot of businesses start up and sustain their business over the years because we promoted, we put them out there, and we didn't know the power that we had. A lot of people used to tell us to start up, our own club and things like that back then, but we didn't know the power that we had. But it did give us a good platform to be on, made us well known in the area, and people know not only our business ethics but our character. So,
Absolutely. I tell you what, we need to talk about your newest adventure. Tell us what's going on. We want to know everything. And Mike, we want to know what made you go into business in the first place. What was it about doing your own thing or having your own experience that intrigued you?
so, so my newest business venture is a wine bar in the Newport News area called Vino Noir Social Wine Club, or Social Wine Bar. I'm sorry. And for one, girl I was dating, and she owned a cigar lounge, and from there, she moved on to bigger and better things. She shout out to Taylor Smoke. She got a bigger location,
Wow.
and because business was so good, and we was talking, and we was like, hey, we need to we need to figure out, what to do with the other location, because you're locked into a lease. And we talked, and we came up with the wine bar idea. And she was like, "Hey,
Wow.
look, I'm so consumed. Um, if you want to do it, you can. But we could be partners in it. And but you have to take it on. I don't want
Yes.
nothing to do with it. Um, that's on you. That's gonna be your baby. And we all know, like cigars, it's predominantly men ran business. So they're gonna flock to the woman.
Yeah.
Being that she was the woman owner, she was able to get, very successful business.
Wow.
So I was like, the opposite of cigars is wine. They pair very good together, kind of
That's
like
right.
Venus and Mars. So, and it's, close enough to that Williamsburg area, that, people are very heavily wine influenced up in that area. Um, no knock on the peninsula, but it's not a lot to do over there in the Hampton and Newport News area for people in our
Yes.
age group. So I just wanted to bring something sophisticated, sexy, and classy to the area, and so it came up with Vino Noir. I can come up with some names.
Yes,
So
and I love it.
Vino Noir, and I wanted people to know that it's a social place where people can network, come in, have a glass of wine.
Yes.
Um, be sophisticated. You don't have to leave out sloppy drunk and
Yeah.
things like that. And we got great food there as well. So,
Ooh,
and it,
excellent.
and it's just something I always wanted to do. It's just something I always wanted to do. I always wanted, I tried it before with Birds and Bourbon over on Granby Street, and that business didn't do so well. The infrastructure wasn't as solid as it needed to
Yes.
be. But I didn't want to be a quitter, so I said, "Hey, man, let's try this thing again." So that's where we
Absolutely.
are now.
I'm glad to hear that because this is what you want to experience. You want to experience business in a certain way. I tell you what, business is not for the faint of heart,
No,
mind.
ma'am.
Take us
No,
through
ma'am.
some of the steps that you had to do in order to establish a business.
First you gotta have faith in God, and people say that's cliche, but God gave me the vision, and you just got to speak those things into existence. That's first and foremost. I always make sure I say, "Hey, we're gonna have a successful business. This business is gonna be successful. We're gonna learn from it. We're gonna make lots of money. We're gonna influence some people." So that's first. You got to speak it into existence. The second thing is um, you got to learn to do things on your own. I told you how soulful entertainment. Like I said, grew up my
Yes.
brothers and things like that, and some of our visions weren't the same. Even when I did my mentoring program. Like I said, all of us love kids. All of us are
Yes.
great fathers. Um, but that wasn't something that they were as interested in as I was, and that's perfectly fine. So you got to learn to do things on your own. God gives you a vision. You got to be able to follow that vision. You can't necessarily not do it because somebody else didn't want to do it. And I had to learn that
Absolutely.
early on because there's a lot of ideas I had, and I was like, man, I want to do it, but my boys don't want to do it, or my family don't want to invest in it with me, or they didn't follow the trend. So that's foremost. And you just got to do and the third thing, you just got to do your research. Make sure it's a need
Yes.
for it. Like I said, the first restaurant I tried, I treated it like a wishing well. Threw a couple $1,000s into the business and thought I can just sit back and watch it grow.
Mhm.
And it don't work
It
like
don't
that
work
way.
like that,
It
right?
don't work that way. So this I felt like I had to learn a lot. I had to learn about the businesses. I had to learn about permits. I had to learn about contractors. You can't just go in there. You had to learn about marketing.
Yes.
It's a whole lot that goes into it. So anybody out there thinking about doing a business, by all means, do it. Don't sit there and think about it, but also do your research on it first.
Absolutely. I can imagine also you've got to learn about people because I can imagine, Mike, that the folk that you all knew when you were doing your first businesses and building, are different. Your generation now,
Absolutely.
then and now.
That,
Tell us a little bit about that when you come across, those people that you have, kind of collected as fans and followers, and they are not the same as they were when you all were 20, 21.
absolutely. That's an excellent point you bring, and that's why, to an extent, I feel like I did this a little late. I mean, but God's time. But we were young people. We were in college. We were, in our 20s. People were out more. Um, and we would have thousands of people, lining up to come in clubs
Yes.
weekly. And while those people still support and love, but sometimes it has to be from afar because they have kids, they have jobs, they have husbands, they
Yeah.
have wives, so they can't really, what I'm saying. Everybody can't get out like they used to, especially like I said, our parties were always good, never any trouble or anything, but it was a club environment, and that's what kind of like turned me away from doing that type of establishment because as I got older, I don't want to be out every week,
Yeah.
and I have a lot of successful people who I threw parties with and I promoted with, and they most of the black owned lounges in this area are people I did events with, and everybody's pretty successful. Like it's a thriving business, but at the same time you gotta have your own flavor. I didn't have the energy to come out and do parties every weekend.
Yeah.
So I know those people still, support me. I see the comments online, but I don't expect them to show up every week. But y'all got to come out at least once or twice. Come on, man.
Yeah, but tell us, Mike, how social media is helping you to market. It is really a tool because you can reach those that have followed you throughout the years. But then you got a whole world of folk that
Correct.
you can reach out. Tell us about social media and how it can bring the boys to the yard.
Yeah. So social media, it is like a very powerful tool. And it's something that I didn't utilize to the best of my ability. I'm kind of a dinosaur when it comes to that. And it's a gift and a curse. Sometimes I don't reach as many people as I should. But I'm a very personable person, so I like to send text messages. I like to send inbox messages to those people. Who when I want to invite them to stuff because I always use what I call the Oprah method, or we could say the Obama method. If you were to get an invite through email or something like that from Obama, a generic, email, you're invited to come here. Uh, would you feel more invited if that happened, or if you got a phone call from Oprah Winfrey or Obama or whoever you look up to, and they be like, "Hey, um, what is it, Miss Lady? We, what's your name up there? What they call
Yolanda,
you up
the
there?
lady, you can
Huh?
call me. Just look, your mom's name Yolanda. Just call me Yolanda.
Yeah, Yolanda. Hey, Yolanda, how you doing? We want to invite you here to this inaugural, party. Like it just feel more personal when you get that personal invite. Because on social media sometimes people just scroll past the flyer,
Yeah.
unless it's somebody that you're really interested in, or do big things. But I'm learning that there's a lot of different marketing styles. You can flood it or you can be more personal, but people just need to see it. You just need to do it. Create those social platforms and what's for people. The ones who it's for, they'll tap in, and the ones it's not for, they may scroll by, but they know it's out there and maybe could share the news with somebody else.
I tell you what, it's hard to scroll by that flyer. That flyer is absolutely beautiful and classy, and it
Thank you.
definitely gets your attention. It's good to see, you all using that tool to get the attention of folk. And
Absolutely.
wherein they, you may not see them right away. There are some people that's going to tuck that flyer away and say, "This is a good time to go over
Yeah,
and
yeah.
do this." Now, what made you go over to the peninsula?
Like I said, the owner of Taylor Smoke, like I said, she had owned that building, and or not, well, she was renting out that building, and she moved on to a better location. So I saw the potential and growth in that area, and we just came up with a plan to still utilize the building that she moved from. So um, it was a bargain deal.
Ooh,
Yeah,
excellent.
it was a bargain, and that's something you got to look at as well when you're starting a business. You want to you want to look for bargains. You want to look at the area. You don't want to put all your money out. And something that I'm learning now, like try to contact investors. You don't have to do it by yourself. There's a lot of people out here who will help. I'm
Yes.
looking for investors.
Say it. Say
If
it.
any investors out there,
Absolutely.
holler at me. Um, but contact investors. You don't have to do it all by yourself. And like I said, it's a learning experience and it's fun, and it's something that I enjoy doing.
Yes.
Um, and I'm just excited about what God has for me and what the future holds.
Absolutely. Beside fine wine, what can we expect?
Um, Live music.
Oh,
Like I said, I'm gonna reach out to a few bands in the area. I have Carlton Baker performing at my grand opening
wow.
Friday. Yeah, this Friday. So he's gonna start off. Just a classy '90s vibe. I'm in love with the '90s, so
Yes.
I got a whole '90s vibe in there. You can see '90s posters, the playlist, soundtrack in the building. That's gonna be a '90s R&B soul vibe. I'm just in love with that era all of a sudden. Where everything was just to me it seemed so pure. Maybe I was a kid and just seemed so pure, but the music was pure. It was good.
Yes.
Um, the movies were classics. Um, the women were beautiful, like
Yes.
with minimal makeup and just like
Just
just
naturally nice,
just
beautiful.
naturally beautiful women.
Yes.
And the men were handsome. They had the
Yes.
waves. They clean cut. It was just a good time. People were well dressed. It was a very stylish era, and a big building block for us as African American as the people. So just seen a lot of growth in the '90s. So I'm in love with that era. Wasn't always like that, but for some reason, as I got older, I'm like, man, I
Oh,
miss my childhood. The '90s were so dope, man. So
yes.
that's what you can expect over there. Um,
Absolutely. Tell us who can come. Who's invited to the grand opening? Did you have a soft opening at first, Mike?
Absolutely. So I did a soft opening and everybody was invited to the soft opening. It is an adult establishment, so you do need to be 21 and up. We do ID. Um, but anyone could come. The soft opening was designed more so to get me ready, to get my staff ready. We had to work out the kinks far as wait times. We had to get the kinks out far as the food prep, see what sold well and
Yeah.
things like that. And now we ready to go, man. I'm blessed to have a extremely dedicated and talented team around me. Like I have some. I like my staff. Like we came together, we're dedicated, and it's all about creating the experience, man. We just
Well,
want to create a good experience.
shout some of your team out and shout some of your support system. Tell us
It's a lot.
There's a
So I'm
whole
gonna
lot of
get
folks.
into it. Sometimes you forget people, and they be like, "Bro, you ain't even shout me out." So
Shout out to
just
everybody.
know, hey, just know if you're on the Vino Noir team, like you with me, and they know. Even the ones who not employed, all the way down to my food rep, my liquor reps, um, my media specialists. God has put some great people in my path.
Wow.
One thing I do want to let people know is we do have non-alcoholic wine in there. So just because you don't drink wine, you can still come, and we're not going to isolate you and put you in the big red Pepsi cup or anything. You can still have a sexy wine glass with a non-alcoholic beverage. You don't have to drink water or anything like that. So you can still come vibe out with us if you don't drink alcohol. Nothing wrong with that. So.
Yes. Now, Mike, you're big on the community. Again, you were talking about reaching out and mentoring. Is there anything that will go hand in hand with what you're doing for the community? Any events or anything like that?
Yes. Like I said, I'm a teacher by nature. Been teaching for 20 years. And so we're gonna have some educational pieces in there where it's a set. You got to visit it to see the vision, man. It's so dope. But we
Yes.
have a separate side where we're gonna do. We have a sommelier. I have two sommeliers on in my circle in my team, and they'll come in and they'll teach my staff, but they'll also be there sometimes just to educate you on, what wines you're drinking, what region they come
Yes.
from, the grapes, just to help you, kind of understand what's suited for your taste palette. Also, we're gonna do wine classes. I'll have a membership. We're
What?
working on that. So Sundays will probably be our membership day where they come in and they learn about different wines, and I have somebody come teach them about that because it's new to our culture.
Yes.
We so used to get, well, young men like myself were so used to getting turned up and drinking Hennessy and drinking vodka and tequila, and you wake up the next morning feeling, feeling terrible, at least 80% of the time. But you had a good time.
Yeah.
Um, with wine, you go out and wine drinkers are just so friendly.
Oh,
Wine drinkers
wow.
are friendly. You in there, you having great conversation. They talking about love. They talking about
Yes.
money. They talking about business, and it feel like you meet a new best. I watch people feel like they meet a new best friend every single time. Kind of like
Oh,
how when girls say they go to the bathroom and they talking to the people in the bathroom. Men don't do that, but they be like, "Oh, I met a new friend in the bathroom."
yes.
That's what that's the environment we're creating over there. I
Yes.
watch people at the bar have a good time, black, white, Asian. It's been amazing, man. It's a melting pot of all type of people. Um, even men, men be like, oh, I don't drink wine, and it's a few drinks over there. I put them on too, and they be like, oh, this is smooth.
Wow.
And at the end of the night, you get to go home and you have you a good night's sleep because wine will help you sleep good. So,
Wow. It sounds like a wonderful environment. Really
yeah,
proud of you because those things that you want to experience, you put them out there for us. The things that's in you, you give them to us. And it is up to us to really, latch hold and support. So I'm asking my followers, listeners, and viewers, please support Mike and his wonderful new adventure, his new experience,
yeah,
something that he's created for us to enjoy and to experience with him. So you all,
yeah,
Mike is going to give the information on,
yeah.
uh, his address and things and how you can be a part of this grand opening.
Absolutely. So and more than support, like I want to make sure you enjoy it. I do appreciate the support from people, but if it's not your thing, I understand. But I want you guys to come enjoy it because it's an enjoyable experience. And it's only gonna get better. We're in the beginning stage. We're just exiting our soft open stage, but it's Vino Noir, and and hopefully Miss Yolanda put it in the caption because I know
Yes.
sometimes, yeah. It's Vino Noir. The address is 639 Pallet House Drive, Newport News, Virginia. It's on the corner of Jefferson and Pallet House,
Yes.
um,
Yes.
right by Newport News City Center. It's about 3 blocks away from Newport News City Center. So it's a nice area. The people over there are nice. They're always looking for something to do. Um, what else?
The
The
time,
website. I
time.
got a website for you. I got a website for you.
Go. Oh, good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Check out the website and please subscribe so you can keep up with the events. The website is www.vinonoir757.com. Um, you can go up there, you can push the subscribe button. I promise I won't flood your email, but I do want you to know when we have um, live music, karaoke, spoken word, and a lot of other things that are coming, there because it's just that type of environment. And I don't want to toot my own horn. I was bashful about it before, but the people who have been there, say, hey, look, man, this is a beautiful elite establishment. You need to
Yes.
let the people know. Because there's something great that you brought to the area or that we brought to the area.
Absolutely. And Mike, I don't want you to go past the fact that even though it's a for-profit business, it does have needs. Tell us a little bit about looking for investors and those that can help with some
Yeah,
things that's needed.
yeah. Looking for investors. Like I said, I'm in the beginning stage and I work from the inside out. I wanted to make sure that the infrastructure of the business was good. So we did a lot to make sure the menu wasn't too much, but enough. We wanted to make sure the inside was gorgeous. Um, but it has zero curb appeal. I'll be honest. You walk, I had to, I had to go and we ran out of money. So I had to go out and get one of those big flags that you see flopping, and you'll
Yes,
see wine bar. It's a big red flag that says wine bar. So I would love to be able to get one of those signs, marquee signs out there. Nothing too expensive, but just something that so people will know who we are, and we can be well represented. Also, just investors, just so I can have that wine collection that you guys want. Some people like sweet wines, but our goal is to expand your palate. It's
yes,
some nice wines out there that have great flavor profiles, and we want to introduce those to the people. But sometimes, we
yes,
need those people coming in to try those wines. We don't want everybody just drinking. I don't want to say a brand, but
yes,
make anybody feel slighted. But those ones that you can find in Food Line and Walmart, things like that. We want some of the higher end ones.
yes,
We want to bring that experience to people. We want people to um to just know about it, because you get in different rooms, and it's it's always a good thing to know about different cultures and be able to talk about wines. Fellas, I'm gonna tell you this, and I don't want to get long winded. Fellas, I can tell you, like, come out and learn about wine, especially my single fellas or even the married ones. Like, your woman will be impressed when you can go to uh, the dinner table or on a date and explain what the wines do, and that's what we are. Like I said, I want to educate the community and let people know, what we have going on over there, and just introduce them to some of that exposure. It's a
yes,
big world, and I just want to give them more exposure to things that are out there, other than what's been pushed into our culture and our neighborhoods.
absolutely. Before we give that contact information, Mike, please encourage people to go into business. Things are
Absolutely,
really shaking as far as the economy, and folk kind of
absolutely.
trying to
You
look for ways of
you
survival.
you have to two things. You have to try. The media shows us all these high profile lifestyles. You're not. I'm a teacher. I'm not gonna get it by just what I'm saying, teaching every day. You have to find that love, find that passion. One of the quotes I like to live by is, "If you do something that you love, you'll never work a day of your life."
Mm.
How long you been doing podcasts, Miss
Oh
Yolanda?
my goodness. The radio show 11 years, so a little bit of 11 years or more. Yes.
Does it feel like work, or do you come up here and
It's,
have a good
it's
time?
wonderful. I love it.
Yeah, you come up there and have a good time, just like this.
Mhm.
Just don't people. Oh, you gotta take time out your day, and thank you for taking time out your day. No, y'all don't understand. Miss Hinton is like a mother to me. She's my aunt Vivian. She's what I'm saying, she's dope, and I'll do anything to help uplift her podcast, and the same
Yes.
for me. Like, she want to put me on a platform where I can be seen, and I want to do the same thing for her, and we need to do that for each other. Um,
Yes.
Instead of going in. I'm gonna say that for my show, but cause I want to start one. I want to start a podcast too. People know I love to talk, but
Yes.
yeah, we gotta uplift each other. Just do it. You
Absolutely.
sign up, just get the EIN number. Like I said, I've set on so many ideas and been such a waste of talent in so many different areas of my life, and this feels good. It's
Mm.
nothing that I ever imagined that I could do. Um, it's in the beginning stage. I don't even know if it's gonna be successful. I speak it into existence that it
Yes.
will be successful, and that I will be able to open up different ones. And I want the business to grow, but um, we don't know. It's God's time, it's God's plan, and
Yes.
we'll see what happens. But I got a strong feeling this one gonna be a hit.
You
You know,
know it.
this one gonna be a hit. You can get it wrong 10 times, but if you get it right on that 11th time, boom, you taking off. You on to something. So
Absolutely. Congratulations again, Mike Vino Noor. Am I
yeah, Vino
pronouncing it?
Noir. Yeah,
Noir?
Vino Noir,
Wine bar.
757.com. You go up there, and it's on Facebook. It's on Instagram, as Vino Noir 757. Um, and if nothing else, just hit the link that's tagged in here. You can hit me, and I'll give you the information on it as well.
Yes. Well, I want to say thank you for being on. I'm telling you,
Thank
success
Thank
If you
you.
see your experience as successful, it is going to be successful. Just see it
Amen.
as that, Mike, and just do the things. Just continue to empty yourself of your dreams and visions for us. God gives us those dreams and visions to
Absolutely.
us for others. And so we want to experience what you have birthed. And we want to thank you so much for what you do and where you're, and even as a teacher, that just, oh, is wonderful, Mike, because male teachers, people always talk about the lack of male teachers in the school system. I want to say congratulations for you being in the school system and teaching and being an example for our kids in the schools.
Yeah. It's a payment in itself. I know I mentioned we don't get paid a lot of money, but it's a payment. And we God rewards us for doing His work. So I'm a strong advocate of that. Like you do the Lord's work, you do right by people, and it just makes me feel good, gratitude wise, just to inspire people. Like even these businesses, like I want to inspire adults. Like, hey, start one up, man. Like I'm not rich, I don't have a lot of money. God put some things in my life and put some people in my life that inspired me to do it, to help me along the way. And if you do the right thing, he'll do the same thing. He'll do the same for you. I promise.
Absolutely. Look, thank you so much, Mike. Bless you. I look forward to coming to your establishment.
Please
Oh,
do.
yes.
Please, we got
Oh,
a table
yes.
waiting for you.
Go ahead, Mike.
I said we got a table waiting for you when you show up.
Ooh, I want
We,
to be there. I like to eat and I want to experience some wine. Yes.
okay.
And just
A little bit, a little bit.
a
Nah.
little bit. And also support, definitely want to support you. So thank you for being on. You all go out there and get that information. I'm going to actually have it on my page. You all can go to my pages and see the information. I'll put the flyer on as well, Mike,
Absolutely.
for you. So look, be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. My
You
love
do
to
the
the
same,
family.
and thank you for having me up here. Like I said, the more people I can inspire, uh, it just feels good. The more to know, the more to show. That's one of our soulful things. The more to
Absolutely.
know, the more to show.
So
And I'll
again,
be sure to post this so other entrepreneurs know they're welcome to come up here and they reach out to you as well.
again, the grand opening is
Friday, I'm doing my ribbon cutting with the city of Newport News at 6 p.m. And we got live music. Then we have a DJ set for the last 2 hours. And then on Saturday, we're going to open up at 4. So you guys are going to the Jazz Festival. You can come stop by
oh
before,
wow.
um, get something to eat, get some wine. We have DJ set that day as well. And it's now and forever, man. Vino Noir, Social Wine Bar,
All right.
639 Palace House Drive, Newport News, Virginia.
Excellent. Thank you, Mike.
All right. I love you.
Love you.
Keep
God
doing your
bless
thing.
you. Wow. I tell you what, it is marvelous. I've seen Mike grow up right before my eyes, seeing his son grow up. He's on the move. He's always been a businessman and always having courage to get out there and show us the things that God has put in him for us. The experiences that he has, they're there for us to see, behold, and admire. And, it really encouraged us to go out and live our life, experience the things that's in us to experience. When we see people do things, I don't care if they are on the big stage, little stage, whatever. When we see folk do something, that's really an incentive for us to say, you know what? I need to start doing the things that God has given me. I need to start doing stuff that will help and encourage and uplift others. That's just why we do FYI, the radio show and the morning show, to encourage, to motivate, and inspire people to rise above mere survival and find success. And so, when we have wonderful guests like Mike Brooks, uh, he's telling you, hey, look, you can live the best of life. You can have the things that God shows you. You can share with others. You can inspire others. You can be that light in the community, and that beacon wherein, I show you that my talents are there to be exposed and I expose them. And I give God thanks for giving them to me. So don't forget, look at my personal page. I'm going to have the flyer there, and you all get that information. Uh, Make sure you support Mike, and especially those here in the Hampton Roads area. You all, a lot of you all know Mike. Make sure you all are following him on his social media. Make sure you go to the website, and make sure you get out there and show support for what he's doing. He's going to make it. He sees himself making it, and you all can be instrumental in helping him to make it with this beautiful dream that he has. So I'm excited about it. I can't wait to get there. I know it's a beautiful place, and I really, really want to support Mike and all that he's doing. So look, you all, I got a few things I'm going to share with you all, and then I'm going to go. We have some upcoming shows. Of course, we have our FYI After Dark. This Monday, we were supposed to have Erwin Schofield on. We were going to talk about faith in politics, faith in a hostile political environment. He was not able to be with us because he was in the midst of a terrible storm on the highway. And so we weren't able to connect with him on Monday evening, but he will be there this evening. He's going to be with us on FYI After Dark, 6 p.m. on Monday. And you all come on, join the conversation, get in the chat. Let's talk about it. What's going on and how you feel. Are you feeling some kind of way? Are you cynical? Are you encouraged? Are you disappointed about what's going on either of those places, in the faith walk, or in the political environment, or how they two come together, or how they don't come together? We want that great conversation. We want you all to be a part of that dialogue. This next Monday, FY After Dark, special guest Erwin Schofield. And coming up in July, we have Nichelle Buffalo. She's running for Chesapeake City Council. She's going to talk about the political environment and what she wants to do for her city. What is something that is on her mind that we need, those that are in the Chesapeake area, how she can help. But she also is going to encourage you all to get involved as far as voting and lifting your voice up and making a stand for yourself, for your family. She's going to be on, and I want you all to join us. It will be in July. I will give you all that information and post it as well. Also, Jason Baker will be here in July. We're confirming the date with him. He's going to be talking about cryptocurrency. And remember, you guys, cryptocurrency is something that's here, is going to be here to stay. And in the meantime, you all can learn more. He's done research. He has a specific topic that he's going to share with us. And we want you to be there. I'm going to announce when he comes in July. You all can come on and share information or ask questions. He always comes with great information, and he encourages me so much, where I have dibbled, dabbled, and put my foot in the cryptocurrency water, and just looking at it as it moves, as it grows, as it does what it does, and we want to share that information with you as well. Around the town, something new around the town. We just gave you some information about what's new around the town, and we're excited about that, and some other things that are going to be coming up. We're going to also be talking about summer fun, pool safety, summer safety, traveling tips, and things like that. Where to go, what's happening, and all that kind of good stuff will be around the town, and summer fun for you all. Let's see, who else? Money and more. We gotta talk about money. Mike Brooks just talked about the fact that money can help expand his business, and investing in companies and investing in the market, and investing in starting your own business is key to making money. We're going to talk about stewardship and marketing, and just being able to know that the more we work and the more we go after something, that we can be prosperous and we can take care of our family. We don't have to worry about going to the poorhouse because we're providing for ourselves. We're taking our gifts, our talents, our knowledge, and our stewardship, because it's going to take good stewardship to actually maintain in an environment like that. Certain things that we waste money on, we don't have to waste money on. Certain things that we've done ignorantly, we can stop being ignorant and we can do it right. We can do things right, make right choices when it comes to our money. We can set budgets, we can invest, and we can know what we're doing. We need to know what we're doing when it comes to money. We don't have to just wing it. There's information out here where we can actually know what to do with it. Monday Sports Talk. Gonna come back with some sports talk. Oh, look, have you all checked out the NBA draft? Oh, it's a lot going on. It's a lot of sports news out here. We're going to be sharing that with you as well. And we're going to have a good time talking about sports at the WNBA. The NBA is gone, but they did mention the draft on yesterday evening. And so we'll be talking about that and much, much more. Let's see. Chris Hinton, Real Estate 2026. He'll be on. We'll give you the announcement of that as well. Look, we have a group of ladies that's going to be joining me first individually, and then collectively we will be talking with dialogue and panel discussion on topics that deal with women's issues. And so I'll be announcing those ladies. I'm getting ready to put them on the calendar, and they have specific things that they want to share with you all as women, and women's needs, and all kind of things, relationships, motherhood, education, getting involved in the community and politics. It's so many things that we can cover. Our civil rights, our rights as women, things in our health and wellness, things that we need to really, really focus on and get right in this day and time. So look, we're also continuing to schedule for July. There are more folk coming on, and I will be announcing those things. And I want you all to make sure you join me Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays at 9:30 a.m. And FYI, After Dark is 6 p.m. on Mondays. Look, let me shout out a few people, okay? Let me see who's on the line here. TikTok, you are always showing up for Girl Ferg. I just mentioned you earlier. Hello, King's Daughter. CNN, hello. Let's see. Is that Mel or Meek? Let's see. Medi. I think that's what it is. Lucas, what's going on? Let's see. Lexi, hi. Love me. 6066, hi. Carmel Candy, hi. That's cute. Catherine, hello. Judy, what's happening? Let's see. Shante, I think that's Shante, Chente. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Babel _top. Let's see, who is this? Is it K? I think it's K. Me Sean. Nicole, hi. Red. Let me spell this. MIDOREVZ. Don't want to mess that up. Coach Q, what's happening? Miss B, how you doing? Strong, hi. Let's see. So many folk up here. Good to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your support. Oh my goodness. Let's see. let's see. Did we ever get our StreamYard folk? Okay, we have our StreamYard Instagram people. Here we go. Let me go over here to Facebook. Look, if you up here, Twitter, if you would please make sure you say something in the chat. I can respond on Facebook. If you're here, say something in the chat and I can respond. Sheila Robbins, are you here? I know you always somewhere on one of these platforms. I want to say hello to you. Let's see, who else? Man, let's see if I can see anybody else. I'm trying to see folks over here on Facebook and just say something so I can send some love or just acknowledge that you're here later on if you're not able to say anything right now. Let me see. What else do I want to do? So anyway, you all make sure you check out the shows. Coming back on Fun Friday with a great show, our women's issues. And we will do a little bit of everything. We'll have a current job list again. And we'll also, have information for you all for upcoming shows. And we may do a little sports news and things like that. We shall see. You all join me and we'll let you know what in the world we're going to do. Yeah, now listen, you can be a special guest, intern, or sponsor. Let me give you some information. You can always inbox me, or you can email me at fyiradioshowlive@gmail.com. That's fyiradioshowlive@gmail.com. Write me and say, look, I'd love to be on your show. I'd love to share some of the things that I have for the community to help uplift and inspire and motivate. Yes. There's something new around the town and where I live or in my community or in my state. We would love to hear from you. Look, again, let me mention the sponsors again, because I would love for you all to go to the sponsors right now. www.bullvicacademy.com. If you have kids or students, make sure you go to bullvicacademy.com. There are books, anti-bullying books, really nice for children. Bullying is right underneath your nose, and the diary of a former bully. Another thing that's up there is the game Bulvic, Bulvic. Please check it out. It's not only on the website, but it's also on Google Play and it's also on iTunes. You can get it. But if you do go on the website, it's there. You can get that game, download it. And also the books, they're in Spanish, they're in English, and you can get it Audible. So you can go online, download it, or you can get a hard copy. Just send a note through the website saying you request a hard copy, and we'll help you to get your book, your autographed book. So yeah, and then don't forget to go to beardgods.com. That's www.beardgods.com, BEARDGODZ, and make sure you get some of the products there for to help men groom themselves, their beards. There's some education there about, growing a beard, keeping it well groomed. There's shampoos and conditioners, there's balms, there's also oils, picks, there's all kind of things, vitamins, biotin, and things like that for you. So please go to the website, www.beardgodz.com. We will appreciate it. So look, it's my time to go. Thomas, how are you? Let's see. Punk, how are you? Just so many of you on here. And I want to say thank you for joining me. You all are a blessing. Say something to me in the chat. Um, and before I go, and and let's join together again on Friday for Fun Friday on FYI Morning Show Live. TikTok, I'm going to see you later. I'm going to say goodbye to you all first. You all always show up so good. And I want to thank you for doing that. Um, then we're going to say goodbye to everybody else. Don't forget, check out my personal page and my other pages for the flyer. Okay? Be blessed. See you on Friday.